cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will boot it away to start the game. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Auburn's offense will go to work first. And this is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they've faced, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really
turning it on. Runs through the tackle. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. There's the pressure. Has rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. And now on third down after that last run. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Floats it out in space. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So Ole Miss offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell.
Going for a big play right off the bat. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
And the Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Gets it to him on the screen. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's got an open man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Plows through the defense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll 8-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Going to the running game. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers.
Breaks into the open. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds, and a perfect way to wrap up. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Try to get it to the edge. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Right on the money. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Makes the grab on the left. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Slams it ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
No, you got to be aggressive here because if you score a touchdown, the nail is in the coffin. This might be ball game. And even if you don't get it, they're not going to have to drive the entire
I'm
thing.
in the lead. Everything's going right.
Trying to pound it in. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the power run here. There he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Trying to get behind the defense. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season.
Touchdown, Auburn! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into you.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Sam Houston has the lead right now. Huntsville has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Middle Tennessee. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. That's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with got the big tight end on the corner route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Auburn doing business in the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. The RPO, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Tiger! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the returner will be brought down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That is a great response by this defense. You know you went into the half, you made some adjustments, talked about, listen, we're not down that much, we're very much in this game, but it starts with the first possession. And how about the first?
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. Going for it that deep in your own end, just outsmarting yourself. Offense set up, 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. The extra point here would tie the game.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, and you keep finding them.
Get off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first.
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Got him downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Rebels are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He'll pull it on the read. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. And pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Looking for a man. It's Boyd. Getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Auburn lines up quickly.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Snags it over the middle. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Off play action. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. It's good. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rush is on him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Catch in the middle, it's Akbar. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good
picked off. What a way to set him up. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Boyd. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll cut the lead to 28-27.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's got room. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with a 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. With the catch, it's Akbar. He's not quite going to make it to the sticks. Left inches short. 4th down coming, and man, did he empty the bag. Spin, juke, jump, jive, you name it. He tried everything. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Under fire. He's got the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Into the end zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Line getting set on second down. He might want another play. Wants to fire on second down. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing